Hello guys and welcome to Crown the NHL for another week of NHL news. I apologize for not making one last week. I was sick as a pig and I didn't really have the energy to do anything. So this week we're gonna do topics and later on the top 5 with the two teams that are not in the top 5 or as far down as you would like to have it. So I'm going to try to be more intense and more rapid with my answers, but I can't promise anything. But so here we go. So straight into the topic section. This last night, Scott Howson in the Columbus Blue Jackets was laid off work and is not the GM of Columbus anymore. So they're already saying that Kekalainen, as he would really be in the Finnish speech, so to say, he is the manager of Jokerit, which is one of the most successful Finnish team in history, I do believe. It's really famous over here in Sweden, so if I missed something about Jokerit, feel free to comment on it. Anyway, so with him probably stepping up and with Howson leaving, I'm first gonna just attempt to work out what Columbus Blue Jackets are really doing, because they should have fired him this summer. That's what I'm saying. I think he got too much time and didn't do anything right at all. I don't have a feeling that he done some right moves. I mean, a few things I can think of. Letesto from Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm a huge fan of Letesto. I thought he was good in Pittsburgh. I didn't really see why they wanted. I thought he served a purpose in Pittsburgh, but Columbus Blue Jackets could pick him up, and that's a good player to pick up for. I don't know. Remember, I think it's 4th round pick or something. It's really a great deal to do. Otherwise, I don't really. Some unlucky thing too. Christian Huselius, which is a Swedish player, was injured most of his career, I would say, which is kind of sad, because he could have lifted. If he would be healthy, he would have been an extra player to the Columbus Blue Jackets, that the quality player that you want, a first line player. But so now they had to in summer ship off Nash, and they got Dubinsky and Ismov. Dubinsky, I feel like he's a great energy player, but I think he scored too little, in my opinion. He have only scored 1 goal so far, I believe, for Jackets, so not surprising. And Ismov, on the other hand, I feel like that's a great player to pick up. I hope he does well. And but also over to that. So Scott Howson, no more. So now they will take a Finnish guy, maybe who will be the first European to take over as GM. Do I think it's gonna work? I have completely no idea. I mean, Jackets is. I kind of feel bad for Jackets. I mean, it's been like up and down. They have never been something, Jackets, really. Their icon was Nash. So that's what when I think Jackets, I used to think Nash. Nobody else. I don't see anybody else that I actually cared about in that top skill level. So other than Nash, Jackets, not much. So now hopefully when they ship him up, they can really rebuild, and hopefully they can pick up great players this summer, and hopefully get the first round pick if they end up being the bottomest team. I don't know, or win the lottery for a change, so Edmonton can't be the one to take another first round pick. So I've dragged on this topic too long, so I will move on to the next topic, that is Zetterberg. I'm gonna say I believe that he could be a great leader, but picking up after players like Lidstrom and Iserman, I mean, have that kind of pressure and role models. I hope he took Lidstrom as a role model and just threw it in there, said I can be even as good as Lidstrom captain wise, and he have been proving it so far. I feel like we're almost back to the Zetterberg that was when they won the last Stanley Cup, when he was player MVP in the playoffs. And that Zetterberg Detroit need to have if they're gonna make the playoff for what is it, 20 straight season? It is, right? Well, I must apologize for not remembering. I mean, sometimes all these stats just get to my head. So many stats there. Why can't I just watch a player and see that player is playing brilliant? And I'm gonna say Zetterberg is playing brilliant, and he's been a great captain of the Detroit Red Wings. So, short and sweet topic, and on to the next one, which is bloody hell, Buffalo. That's the one that's I'm gonna talk about, because are they anything this season? Are they gonna do anything? Are they gonna fall to pieces that they kind of look like they do? And also I watched a little bit of Buffalo, but not that much. But also I've been reading Buffalo fans, and it's like Ruff has it rough right now, can I say, because many say Ruff should be fired, or they should fire the whole thing, both GM and the coach. Will that be the case for them? Because I mean, if you look at the players, great players, Vanek is one of the hot candidates at the moment with all those points. But other than Vanek, it's like they're not anything. They have there's nothing that defines what Buffalo is supposed to be, what they're gonna be like, what are they going to do, how are they going to make it to the playoff, and when they are in playoff, how are they going to win it? It feels like when I watch them, they striving to be something, and the players aren't going there. That's my feeling. But as I said, I haven't caught too much of Buffalo to make a in-depth approach to it. I wanted to watch them, but I have been caught up with other games, like the one I'm gonna talk about in my next topic. Because if you want to see hockey, if you just introduce someone and you have games, NHL Game Center, I strongly urge you to try and go back to this weekend and Saturday and the game Anaheim St. Louis Blues. I must say, it was an amazing game, and that was a type of game that shows you why you would love hockey. It's such a, it had everything except I don't remember if there was fighting. It had everything except I don't remember maybe I don't have fighting, but otherwise it hockey wise and energy and tackles and goalkeeping, and it's just it's so defines what hockey is. It's no pussy diving motherfuckers like in soccer where you miss him and just graze his knees and he dies like he have been hit by a truck. Those times you wanna take the bat and just like smash his skull in. Play fucking fair, like something like that. So that game, and in the end it won on penalties, and it was a shootout, I would have to say, and it was a great shootout. It was great goals, and all the goals that was made was really great ones too. So, and the goals in the game on the other hand, it had everything: bounces, goals left and right. Every kind of goal you can think of was in that game. It just defined why I love hockey. That's what I want to say. That I just want to bring forth to you all why I love hockey. I'm so much better in understanding soccer, but it's just nothing compared to the thrillment and exciting of a great hockey game. I mean, soccer can have some part of game good, but if a hockey game gets that deep and gritty game and energy and the goals, nothing can match it, in my opinion. But that's what I wanted to say about all these topics today. It hopefully not as long as the other one, so we will now move on to the final five, yeah. So my 5 teams for this week, I will start at number 5 down there, and it's the same team as last time, New Jersey Devil. Why? They're third in league of all the. I'm not going to do conference, and that's but on points they are third. And what can I say? I mean, they're just. It's just a great build team. De Boer, the coach, he has really done a great number on it. That you say when it's bad. He have done great with his team. I mean, I find nothing. There can be some times where it's a little shaky, the team, but otherwise than that, I'm still going back to the losing Parisi, because it was their captain and he scored 30 goals something last season, I believe. I mean, losing that and still keeping up and being a great team. I mean, the decision to keep Brodeur and Hedberg has, for me, really impressed, because that experience down there, with also adding all the other defenders that are experienced. There's some players that are not good on that team. It's like any team, but to see them do this good, I wouldn't have guessed. So, number 4, Boston Bruins, and I'm still gonna say Boston Bruins. It's Boston Bruins. Boston Bruins are own spectacular thing. That team is defined by themselves. That's a team that really is what they're supposed to be. They are Boston Bruins. You can't. It's like big, tough, skilled players that are great. I can't say more words about it. I don't have more words about it. They're just great. And third place, Vancouver. Because somehow they sneaked up on me and suddenly there's 6 straight wins and are 7th and leading their division. I haven't seen Vancouver, so I can't. Truth be told, I don't like watching Vancouver. I don't know why, but I don't like their playing style. I don't know. I don't know why. The Sedins have never grasped me, even though I'm Swedish. I don't know. But I have 6 straight wins, and I can't deny that. 6 straight wins allows you to get on my top 5. So there. Take that. And Chicago Blackhawks are second again in my top. They really should be first, but the other team I'm going to talk about, I'm feeling more surprised over that they did as well. So Chicago Blackhawks still moving through, still being great. I don't know why they were not that good last season though. Power play is one reason, and also you gotta believe in yourself, man. I don't know, it's like they needed extra 2 years after the one last time to take it again. Oh wait, where's it? I'm confusing myself when it took it. It was 2 years ago, right? Yeah, well, anyways, they are great now. And I don't even know what to say. Kane Taves, Crawford in net. When you talk about good teams that you expect to be good, what's more is it to say? Maybe that they have got more points than they should. Maybe not. But they still haven't lost in regular time, which is amazing so far. But I really hope them best of luck, and I like watching Chicago, so hope they will get to the playoffs and be fun in the playoffs. So, with further ado, we give you number 1, which is Anaheim Ducks. Which, if I would have done what I liked before the season to do a thing about every team and everything, so that every team was talked about, what's the faults, what's the strength, I would said many stuff that's I don't feel that Anaheim's are adequate to be a playoff team. I'm gonna be honest, I would have said that. But what they've shown so far, it's just... And Selene, what the hell is... I mean, think about it, be a 40-year-old and just hammering pucks. I mean, the skill of him. And Koivu also on that line. I mean, he's not like 15, he either. I mean, Ducks have done so great, and also Victor Fast, who is a Swedish goaltender that everyone thought was gonna do good in Sweden. Nobody thought, all the goalies that go directly to, everyone thinks, strictly to the AHL directly and have them be there for a while. So now, with the that said, great that I'm doing so well, but I'm gonna finally quit this episode off with 2 things. First, we have the losers. The 2 losers, that is Colorado and New York Islanders. I could have picked Florida and Washington again, but I'm going for pointing out teams that I hope the Islanders would have done better this year. I really do. And but they're still not there yet, which is sad, because it's like the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think it's more Islanders is more disturbing to me than Blue Jackets, because they have been off it so long. I feel that's my feeling. I feel like they could, with those players, they could be a team that could be on the outside looking in. Now they were like in the bottom again, and just great. And the Colorado Avalanche, I'm disappointed. I thought they were going to be better than this. Even without O'Reilly not being on contract for so long, I don't think he still signed it yet. But also Gabriel Landeskog being injured. I mean, look, I still think that they should do better than this. They have so good players, good all-round team, that at least they should do better than this. And I'm gonna stop it there with that, because I don't feel like talking too much about this team. I mean, it's sad, but they just have to toughen up and grab it by the balls and just we're gonna stay balls and fucking go for it again. Kind of like that. That's the attitude they should use and get it back in there, and every team should be in there for the shot of going to the playoffs. That would have been, especially with a shortened season, it would be nice if every team had a shot this season. We're probably not going to see it, but I hope we will. So, with that said, it's been an honor having you watching this episode again. Hope you like it. Think it's going to be over 20 minutes again, because I can't shut up. That's just the way it is. I'm Crown the NHL, and you can like, comment, everything. It would be nice for you. It's helped me a lot to know what teams you like. If you love hockey, if you love another sport, just say it down there. If you feel like hockey isn't, why you wouldn't watch hockey, and why would you watch all the way here? I don't know. Anyway, I'm Mark Story on Twitter. You can find it in the boxy thing down there. And it's been a great pleasure to see you as always, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye.